Melissa McCarthy is in the exclusive club of people who have hosted SNL at least 5 times. And she's traveled a long road to the highest reaches of show business, beginning with her childhood on a soybean farm in Plainfield, Illinois. McCarthy left home for New York as a thoroughly broke 20-year-old. Today, with blockbusters like Bridesmaids and Ghostbusters on her resume, Forbes says she is among the 4 highest-paid actresses in all of Hollywood. McCarthy's latest movie, Life of the Party, is out this weekend. It's directed by her husband, Ben Falcone. Melissa and I got together for a Sunday sit-down in the famed Rainbow Room here at Rockefeller Center. Melissa McCarthy is always the life of the party.
Somebody's mom just enrolled in college. Beep, 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 it's me.
In her latest movie, the 47-year-old actress plays a mom going back to school alongside her embarrassed daughter.
Oh my God, Mom! Don't jump to conclusions. You don't know what's happening here.
It looks like my mother is doing the walk of shame out of a frat house.
Well, okay, yes, technically that's what's happening. Let's go.
Feels to me like a Melissa sort of classic. Big character, self-confident, more than maybe she should be.
That's just maybe me. I wanted to show like a mom and daughter relationship where the daughter wasn't always, rolling her eyes and the mom wasn't a nightmare.
Life of the Party is McCarthy's 3rd collaboration with director Ben Falcone, who also happens to be her real-life husband of 12 years. Together, the pair runs On the Day Productions and a family with 2 daughters, Viv and Georgie.
My favorite is when they pitch jokes.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes, they're really funny ideas, but they're, it will take 8 days to shoot.
Right.
I was like, I like how elaborate that is, but maybe the elephants aren't necessary.
Have any of their bits made it into any of the movies?
No, I can't admit it on camera. No, none of their ideas. They've all been mine.
The roots of McCarthy's comedy are 2,000 miles from Hollywood, back on the Plainfield, Illinois farm where she grew up. In school, McCarthy was a cheerleader. She played tennis, and she was known affectionately as a bit of a chatterbox. When college didn't work out, a friend suggested Melissa meet him in New York. So at the age of 20, she arrived in the Big Apple with no plan and only $35 in her pocket.
I've never been here. And just showing up, just shy of being overalls with a shuck of wheat. I was like, I'm from a soybean farm. So I showed up at this address that he'd given me. He was staying on someone's couch, which is only a 20-year-old. Did not know that. And I showed up with all my bags. And this girl was like, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm moving in. She looked at my friend Brian. Brian, it was like a weird triangle of looks. And I could tell she had no idea. And I was like, hey. Can I get a square carpet?
On her very first night in New York, that same friend encouraged McCarthy to try stand-up comedy. On stage, she went by Miss Y, a play on Missy, as she's known back home. So you just walked up there cold, told stories, and how did it go?
Stories. It went okay. I didn't know that when they flash the light from the back that means get off. As you walk on, they're flashing the light. They're like, we already dislike you. And right when the light happened the first time was at the exact same time that people laughed. And then I saw this flashing light in back, and I was like, they're encouraging me. I literally thought it was their idea of applause, silent applause. And then the light kept flashing, and I was like, so I just kept talking.
McCarthy's stand-up career got better from there, and she helped to make ends meet by acting in dramatic plays, as she says, way off Broadway.
I think, doing so many plays where you're just like, I hope we break even. Right. I have to return the chairs. I remember trying to get folding chairs into a taxi cab, and I was worried, I can't really pay for the taxi, but I can't carry the chairs back to the rental place. And just being like, this is I'm probably not doing something correctly.
After several years of that struggle, McCarthy headed west and joined the Groundlings, LA's famed improv comedy troupe, where she performed alongside Kristen Wiig, Maya Rudolph, and her now husband, Ben.
That was really my university. And the first time I went to see it, I just thought, this can't be off the top of people's heads. It's it's all making sense. The rhythm's good. It just seemed kind of like a magic act. And then I was, I was hooked.
3 years into her Groundlings run, and with a self-imposed deadline of 30 years old to get her break or get out of the business, McCarthy landed the role of Sookie St. James on Gilmore Girls. 7 seasons on Gilmore Girls led to Mike and Molly, the hit CBS sitcom that earned McCarthy her first Emmy Award in 2014. Her second came last year for her turn as guest host on Saturday Night Live.
I'm here to swallow gum, and I'm here to take names.
But it's the 2011 movie Bridesmaids, where she starred with her old friends Wig and Rudolph, that made McCarthy a household name. She was so good, in fact, that she earned a surprise Oscar nomination.
Uh-oh, somebody found a souvenir.
As you're talking about the movie, I apologize. The scene flashed through my mind at the bridal shop in the bathroom. That's a career maker right there.
That's a doozy. When Paul Feig in a beautiful suit is pouring oatmeal and I believe it was like cranberry juice, and so, you know, and then there was always somebody that's like, the secret is the ground ham. I'm like, well, thank you. Oh God, I don't need to know there's ham in it.
Since then, McCarthy has starred in one hit comedy after another and become one of Hollywood's most bankable stars.
It's not so bad.
But Life of the Party is something new, and just in time for Mother's Day.
I love it.
You've said Life of the Party is the first movie that your girls will be able to see, that you've been in, because it's PG-13.
Yes. I'm thrilled to have my mom see it, and I'm thrilled to have my girls see it. And I do love that that can finally prove that I have a job.
You know they're going to be looking for their jokes from the kitchen table in the movie, though.
I know. They're literally just going to be like, hey, yeah, hey, yeah.
Life of the Party is in theaters now. Melissa has 2 more movies coming out this year, including October's Can You Ever Forgive Me, a drama that already has people speculating about award season. To hear Melissa explain why she was mildly insulted that Lorne Michaels thought she'd make a good Sean Spicer on SNL, check out our web extras at today.com/Sunday. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sitdown podcast to hear the entire unedited interview with Melissa. It is a fun one. You can find it along with all of our full-length interviews on TuneIn or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.